What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of my $10,000 funded account journey. And if you have already watched episode 1, you already know how things started off. At one point, I was up 3% of the account, and honestly, things were looking pretty good. But things changed pretty quickly. And after episode 1, I took another trade, and unfortunately, I lost another 1% of the account, so that brought my total loss to around 2% of the account. What I was remaining with was 1% in profit, and so instead of focusing on making profit, I had to step back and think about how I was going to recover without making the situation worse. And that's exactly what we are going to look at in today's episode, and I'm going to show you what happened, the setups I was looking at, and the trade I took, and where actually the account stands at the moment. And so let's get into that. So this is my account. I'm using a Funding Pips account, and the account size, as you can see from here, is $10,000, and my profit is $439, which is equivalent to 4.4% of the account. So that's that. And as you can see the curve from here, I was initially at 3% of the account, which is $300 on August 17th. That's actually when I started the episode 1, and the account dropped to 1%, 1.3% of the account. So I took another trade. I took the other trade that pushed the account to the 4%, 4.4% on Friday, on Thursday, which is the 21st, and the trade hit my TP on the 22nd, which is on a Friday. So let's go to the charts, and I'll illustrate what made me buy gold. So on the chart, this is the trade that I took. I was buying gold, and as you can see, the trade hit my TP with no even a slight drawdown. So let me illustrate on how I got this trade. So I came to the 4 hours time frame, and on coming to the 4 hours time frame, what I was looking at, or what I was looking for, was where the money was going. Remember, the trend is always your friend, and we should always follow where the money is going. And in this scenario, the trend is bullish, so what we were looking for was buys. I went to the 30 minutes time frame after knowing that what I was looking for was buys. So on coming to the 30 minutes time frame, I saw this structure over here. This is a bullish flag, which entails that buyers are coming in, and they're coming in very strong. So this was the support zone and a resistance zone. So I was waiting for the market to either break to the up of the resistance zone, or maybe to have a slight pullback on this engulfing candlestick for me to execute the trade. So this was an engulfing candlestick. It engulfed this red candlestick right here to the up. So I was either waiting for a slight pullback, a very slight pullback to this around that zone, so so that I can execute my buys, or I wait for the market to break to the outside, and that's what actually the market did. and after breaking to the upside I executed my buys. Yep, and the trade went well. So my risk to reward ratio was 1:3, and yeah, I was risking 1% of my account and my profit target was 3%. So my target was 589 pips and I was risking 195 pips, and my trade went quite good, and this was actually what pushed my account to the 4%. So that's that. Yeah, so that's exactly what happened yesterday. Today is on a weekend and the market is closed. That's why you didn't see any movement when I was presenting my charts. So my biggest lesson from this episode isn't about the 4% profit. It's what happened before the profit. Because when I lost the 2%, I had two choices I could have made. I could have been emotional and start revenge trading, increase my risk and try to make everything back immediately. Or I could have stayed patient and wait for another good setup to form. And I'm glad I chose the second option, because this experience reminded me that trading isn't about winning every single trade. You're going to lose trades, you're going to have bad days in the market, you're going to have periods where things aren't working your way, but what matters is how you respond to those situations. And just to be clear, I'm not saying this because I made 4% of the account and this means that every trade from now on is going to be profitable. Absolutely not. I'm still learning, I'm still making mistakes, and there will definitely be losing trades along the way. I'm documenting this journey exactly as it happens. The wins, the losses, the drawdowns, and everything in between. Yup. So now the account is sitting around 4% in profit, but the journey isn't over. The goal now isn't to become greedy just because I've recovered. The goal is to protect the account, stay disciplined, and continue taking only the setups that meet my strategy. So let's see what happens from here. And that's going to be it for episode 2 of my 10,000 funded account journey. And if you really enjoyed this episode and you want to follow the entire journey, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss episode 3. I'm going to keep documenting everything exactly as it happens, no hiding the losses, no pretending that every trade is a winner. I will document just the real journey. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in episode 3 and let's see how far we can take this account.